I recently read a book titled $100 million Offers, How to Make Offers So Good People Feel Stupid, Say No by Alex Hormozi. This is a type of book that if you apply correctly, you can earn so much money that even your parents will start questioning if what you are doing is legit or not. Are you getting that? So I know the title of the book and the claim it makes is quite good, and I myself was skeptical at first, but I was positively amazed and surprised at the end by the amount of valuable information I learned. Currently, the book has over 9,000 reviews with 4.5-star rating. This rating alone should tell you something about it. So let's get started. Now I have four big takeaways, and because of that, this video is divided into four places. Number one is your product, number two is your market, number three is your prices, and number four finally your offer. So let's start with part one, which is your product. Now let me say, if you're an entrepreneur, you probably know that the two main problems most entrepreneurs face is number one, not enough clients, and number two, not enough profit left at the end of the month. Now most entrepreneurs try to fix these problems by bringing down their prices. What they think is, if the price of my product is cheaper than my competitor's product, then people will buy from me and not from them. Where this entrepreneur is not wrong, because it's not wrong. This is only true for certain kind of products, not all products. This is only true for a commodity product. Now, a commodity product is a product from many places in similar quality. Now, think of vegetables and fruits, for example. Except for some small differences, and a vegetable is a vegetable, a fruit is a fruit, an apple is an apple. Are you getting it now? An orange is an orange. Are you getting it? So it doesn't matter which grocery store you got it from, all of them are the same. So the problem is that when selling a commodity market, you are forced to sell them at cheaper rate to stay competitive. If the client sees a cheaper apple, they swipe provider. If they see a place where it's cheaper, they swipe providers. They buy from there instead of you. If your own is costly, they buy from there. Are you getting it now? So you have a dilemma: lose the client or stay competitive by lowering your prices even more. Are you getting it now? So if you have a commodity offer, you compete on prices instead of value. Are you getting it now? Prices instead of value. So that's the reason you should stay away from it. And you should also avoid being commoditized, which means you should avoid allowing your product or services to just become one more. You need to have a differentiated product. Are you getting it now? Now, someone will ask me, what does a differentiated product look like? What's a differentiated product? Now, I will give you a very simple example of what a commodity service and a differentiated product looks like. Are you getting it now? Now, I'm going to make you an offer now. You tell me which one to choose. I make the first offer and I will make the second offer. The first offer I'm going to make is what is called a common service, and the second offer I'm going to make is what I call a differentiated product. Then you tell me which one you should choose, and you see the reason I said your product should be a differentiated service. Now let me make you an offer as a common service. And let me say I'm offering you an online weight loss coaching service. I charge $1,000 plus $500 monthly for returning consultations. Now this is my offer. I'm offering an online coaching service. I charge $1,000 plus $500 for monthly consultation. Now this is my offer as a common service. Now let me make you an offer as a differentiated product, and you tell me which one you choose from. And let me say I'm offering you an online coaching service. You pay me one time, no recurring fee. You only pay me if you see results. I guarantee you reach 5 kilograms in your first month, or you get your next month for free. I will also provide a personalized exercise program based on your goals, and an app will help you shop, eat, and cook here and eat healthier. Are you getting that? So I will be available for returning consultations at all time. You only pay me if you see results. If you don't see results, you get your next month for free. Are you getting that? So if you are a customer deciding which product to choose, deciding which service to choose, are you going to choose the first one or the second one? Probably you're going to go for the second one, which is a differentiated service. Are you getting it? Because I made you a lot of offer there that is very, very impossible to compare to something. The common service is just a common service. It didn't make you enough offer, but the differentiated service made you a lot of offer that is very, very difficult to resist. But how can I offer this so much value and still go bankrupt? I offer these values and still go bankrupt. Are you getting that? I know that is what you'll be thinking, that I can't offer all these things. I know, just be patient, we will get there, we will handle it. But for now, I want you to understand something. I want you to remember this. If your product is like nothing else on the market, it will be difficult to compare prices, which means your product is not forced, your prospect is not forced to think in terms of value and not in terms of prices. So it's like you are selling a vacuum. The purchasing decision of the prospect is between your product and nothing. And because nothing compares to your products, you don't have a competition, because your product is a differentiated service. So you have to make your product a differentiated service. So to summarize this part one, never compete on prices and avoid being commoditized. Focus on creating a differentiated product. Focus on creating a differentiated value. Focus on creating more values. So in the rest of this video, I will show you how to create a differentiated service and how to create more values for your products. So let's just be moving. I will show you that. So the next one is part two, your market. Now let's suppose I have come up with a perfect offer to help people lose weight. that want to lose weight. Are you getting it now? There are many people that want to lose weight. So let me say I've come up with an offer that help people lose weight. So I launched my product. Instead of going to the gym, I go to the kindergarten classroom. Instead of going to the gym to promote my product, I go to the kindergarten classroom. Now, how interested in my offer we think the toddlers will be? They won't be interested. The toddlers don't even know what losing weight looks like. Even if there is a kid in that classroom that has a very that has obesity, he won't be even interested in losing weight because he doesn't know what it looks like. So when I have an offer of how to make people lose weight, my first place I should target is a gym and not a kindergarten classroom. Are you getting it now? So this shows the importance of selling your product to the right market. Are you getting it now? So I might be the best thriller author that ever existed, but if you read romance book, you won't buy my books, no matter how interesting my offer sounds. Are you getting it now? So there is a market out there in desperate need of your unique abilities, in desperate need of what you're offering, in desperate need of your values. Now the question there is, how do you find it? How do you find those people? Now here are 4 indicators that will help you find people that are in desperate need of what you are offering. Now here are 4 things that will help you find people that are in desperate need of what you are offering. Are you getting it now? So the first one is look for pain. Let me explain it this way. If a person has a headache, which product do you think is easier to sell to him, a painkiller or a vitamin C? Now, vitamin C is probably what the person needs to get healthier in future, but the painkiller is what he needs at the moment. So, what will be easier to say to someone who has a headache? It's a painkiller product. It's a painkiller medicine. When you give a vitamin C to that person, although vitamin C is good, but that person doesn't need it at the moment. He needs that painkiller. So, you should look for people who has headache. I'm not saying you should go and sell painkiller. I'm not saying you should go and sell painkiller product. I'm not giving an illustration. I'm just giving an example. So your product should be like a painkiller to a person who has a headache. The person must need it and they must not want it. If your prospect wants your product, then you're not gonna sell. They must need it and they must not want it. Are you getting it now? So imagine you are the person selling this painkiller and you saw someone having headache and you want to sell vitamin C to them. You're not gonna sell, because it doesn't solve their problem. But if you bring a painkiller to them at the moment, they will buy. Are you getting it now? So your products must be what they need and must not be what they want. If it's what they want, then you're not going to sell much. Are you getting it now? So when people hear the solution to their problem and what their life would look like without this pain, they will be drawn to your solution. So if you can accurately articulate the pain of a customer is feeling, they will always want to buy from you. That's the thing. If you can tell them this is the pain you are having and this is what your life will look like if you no longer have this pain, and they will think that we cure this pain is my product, they will always immediately want to buy what you are offering. So number 2 of finding people who want your product is look for purchasing power. Now, even if you find a perfect system for helping people improve their CVs, to be able to get job interview, you will not sell, because those people that you are targeting are unemployed. They don't have money to buy your product. Even though your product is very, very nice, your product is a very good product of helping people improve their CVs to getting more job interviews, they are not going to buy because they don't have money. So even if you have found people who have the real pain, because people who are looking for job has a real pain, are you getting it now? They want to improve their CVs. So if you have a product of helping people improve their CVs, you can sell it, you can still make it as a charity business. Don't make it your main business. So the people you are targeting, you must make sure they have a real pain and you must make sure they have a purchasing power. Most people, if not 50% or 60% of the customers, have a real pain, but they don't have a purchasing power. And when you target people that don't have a real pain and don't have a purchasing power, you're not going to sell. So make sure that they have a purchasing power. Are you getting it now? So the third one of finding people who want your product is look for a market that is easy to target. Now your market must be easy to target. You must find them in social media, you must find them in Facebook groups, you must find them in Twitter spaces, you must find them in the Telegram they watch, and you must find them in TVs they watch. They must be easy to target. You must find them in different places that are easy to target. Are you getting it now? So you must make sure that the people you are targeting are difficult to target. They must be easy to target. Are you getting it now? So number 1 is look for pain, look for people who has the pain. Number 2 is look for people who has the purchasing power, who has the money to buy. And number 3 is look for people who is easy to target. Then number 4, find people who want to buy your product is simple. Find a market that is growing. Now this is the best. This is the most important, because if you lack this particular one, you are not going to you have missed this one. If the people you are targeting have a real pain, has the purchasing power and easy to target, but they are not in growing market, you are going to shrink. Now, a simple example of a growing market can be a business based on social media such as LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and others. These things are growing markets. When you target businesses based on this, you are going to grow. Now, a simple example of a dying market can be a business based on newspaper market. Now, imagine you're an advertiser. Maybe advertising your product in newspaper could be the best option that you can choose 20 years ago. But advertising your product in newspaper cannot be the best option that you can make today. And advertising your product can be the best option you choose. Advertising it on your YouTube, Facebook, and other social media platforms. So that's the example of a growing market. No matter how good you are at what you are doing, no matter how critical you are, or bad you are, or how good you are, when the market you choose is growing, grow with it. And whenever you shrink with it. That's just the point. When it grows, you grow with it. When it shrinks, you shrink with it. You die with it, no matter how good you are at what you are doing. So, there are three main markets that will always exist: a health, wealth, and relationship. These are the three markets that there will always be repaying and that will always exist. Now, why would health, wealth, and relationship will always exist? Because if you like these three things, you are in a repaying. Are you getting it now? This is a very real pain when you like these things. When you lack money, you are in a real pain. When you lack health, when you are not in a good health, you also have a real pain. Then when your relationship you are in is in trouble, you have a real pain. Are you getting it now? So this is a growing market. So if you can find a smaller niches in this market and sell, and find a service or product around this, you are going to grow, because this market will always grow. That is it. So let's say you have found a market that has a repair, has a purchasing power, easy to target, and is growing. Now what do you do next? This is the most important point where money entrepreneurs go wrong. They find a market and want to sell to everyone in that market. If you sell to everybody, or you also sell to nobody. When you find a market that is growing, you must not want to sell to everybody in that market. You will choose a specific segment. You choose a specific segment of that market and say to them. In other words, you have to focus on a specific niche. Simply put the niche market, and it will make you more money, because your product will no longer be unique, and therefore will be related to no competition. When you choose a specific niche, you have no competition in selling it. Are you getting that? So let me say that there are many people out there selling time management courses, but there are fewer people selling time management for health professionals, even few people selling time management for nurses, and even fewer people selling time management for night shift nurses. Now, let me say you are a night shift nurse. I didn't say, like I said horse before. Just bear with me. Let me say you are a night shift nurse that is having trouble in managing your time, and you see a course that say time management for night shift nurses. I said horses again. You'll be like, this product is entirely made for me. This is what I need. Are you getting it now? So many people make the mistake of jumping from one niche to another, thinking that the problem is in the niche. But very often they just happen to be able to figure out how to make an irresistible offer. Changing from niche to niche is quite costly as well, because you need to start all over again. So before I move over to part 3, I would like to summarize everything we have covered in this part 2. Number 1, make sure you choose the right market that has the 4 key point elements. You must choose a market that has the pain, the purchasing power, easy to target, and finally must be a growing market. Number 2, don't focus on the entire market. Focus on a specific niche. Find a niche and stick to it. Don't jump from here and there, because that is the way to make more money. Because when you find a specific niche and stick to it, you are going to make more money. Are you getting it now? And you have no competition at all, because you know that there is a lot of competition in the marketing. If people are studying time management courses, set time management courses for not shift nurses. Are you getting that? If people are saying time management for nurses, say time management for nurse shift nurses. If people are saying time management for students, say time management for night students. Make sure you go to lower, because you have no competition when you choose a specific niche. Are you getting it? So the part 3 of this video is your price. Charge so much that it was like hormozi. And let me say something. Imagine I said a digital course. Let's just call it how to make money online. Now the price of the course is $5,000. Would you be interested in buying it? Your answer is probably no, right? You think the price is too high for the digital course, and you might not even know if the course is worth it. The price is too much. That is what comes to your mind, and you are not even sure that it's worth it. Are you getting it now? You want to buy? Now let me try again. Would you buy the course if you know that you start earning $7,000 per month guaranteed? The time required to start earning that so much money is around 11 months. The amount of work you need to do is 3 hours per day, and finally you don't pay for the cost upfront. Once you start earning money and start seeing results for yourself. Now, would you be interested in my $5,000 course? Would you be interested? Nobody will be interested. Now, I don't have such course, but if I did, I'm sure you'll be interested. So that we can create it and make it this way. I'm sure you'll be interested. So the reason you weren't interested the first time is that you only see the price, $5,000. You didn't see the value. You didn't see the value that you are going to get. So in businesses, those who understand the value benefit the most. In order to create a compelling offer, you must understand the value. The difference between the price and the value is the price is what you pay and the value is what you get. If the value is more than the price, then you pay. The moment the value drops below the price, my brother, the sales is cancelled. So are you getting that? So it's very, very important that you understand the difference between the two. Because Alex Hormozi is not just talking about blindly charging premium price for your product. You should also get a compelling value that it is so difficult to compete on your value, to compete on prices. Are you getting that? People will not drawn to your solution. Are you getting that? So keep it in mind that every business primary goal is to make money. I know that most of you at this moment will say, well, if I raise my product, I'm going to lose more customers here. You lose more customers. There's this guy that I recently, I don't know most of you that know him. He said that there is only small amount of people that knows your value, and you should focus on them. So when you raise your price, probably yes, you lose customers. But the reason you are in business is not to get more customers. Yeah, is to get more customers. But if we dig deeper, the reason we are in business is to make more money. That's it. Is to make more money. So even if you high your price, some people will still buy in the sense that the value you are offering is high. That is just it. So I want you to just know that so there is two things that is important in increasing your value, increasing your prices. There are two things that very, very important that increase your value. When you increase the price of your product, people will pay attention. That's just it. People who pay attention pay. People who pay so much attention, and people who pay little attention. Russian Branson, in his book Expert Secret, he said it that he's offering $25,000 for a coaching service, and he has 10 people in that room, and he has his brothers and friends in that room. His brothers and friends didn't pay him a dime for that course, for that program, but the 10 people that paid him $25 for that product, for that service or program, has been able to launch a successful business, and his family members have not been able to launch a business that is even worth $0. They are not able to start up a business. Why? Because they got it for free. They didn't pay attention. But the people who paid $25,000 paid much attention, and it made them to have results. So when people pay so much, they pay attention. When they pay some attention, they will have a big result. That is just it. If you are watching this video, you must have probably watched so many videos on YouTube about business or anything. But I want to think that the reason that you are not using this information, you are not making money from this information, it happened to me. It's because you are not paying attention because you didn't pay for it. That's just the point. So the second thing that happens when you increase your value, that you increase your price, is that you'll be able to offer them more value, and you'll be able to serve them so much. When someone pays you $100,000 for a product, you will want to offer them the greatest value that you can ever possibly offer them, because they have paid so much. You will work extremely to the mile to offer them a great value than someone who just paid $10 for a product. The person who pays $100,000 to your product, you want to offer them a great value, so that tomorrow the people will say that they wasted their money. Are you getting that? So this is the two importance of increasing your prices. Number one, people will be able to pay attention, and number two, you'll be able to offer them a great value for what they have paid. So now you know that you need to raise your prices, you understand? So, but to do that, you need to offer value. So here is how to offer value. Here is how to offer a great value. Are you getting that? So there are 4 variable ways to create value that Alex Hormozi calls the 4 drivers. The number 1 is the outcome. Number 2 is perceived likelihood of achievement. You just bear with me that sometimes I find it difficult to pronounce some of these words. So number 1 is time the outcome. Number 2 is perceived likelihood of achievement. Number 3 is time delay, and number 4 is effort and sacrifice. You must, if you want to create a value, you must first of all work in these 4 variables. Now let me tackle the first one, the dream outcome. You must find what the person needs. You must find what they want. You must find what they want to achieve. Maybe if the person's dream is to cut off their head, you must find it. You must find what the person desire most. And next thing you do is you help them. You show them how your product can help them do that. If what the person desires is to lose 14 kilograms of weight in 4 weeks, you help them. You tell them how your product can help them do that. Are you getting that? When you find a pain to someone's problem and you find what the person wants, you probably know that the person who is blind, that if you ask him what is player points, he will say that it is you want to see. And if you can tell them, so their desired outcome is see, they want to see. And if you can tell them how your products can help them see again, but they'll be able to pay you $10,000. My brother, my sister, they will do it, no matter how much it costs, because you understand. So that is the first one. You must understand that the dream outcome. Number two is that you must achieve likelihood of achievement. You must tell them why you are the best person that you offer them their service. You must tell them, you must make them believe that I am 100% sure that this person is going to solve my problem. The reason that Harvard University or Oxford University in England that people think is the best is not that the people who go there are always successful. It's not that they are all of the students that attend Harvard University or Oxford University, all of them are successful. But the difference there is that they have increased their likelihood of achievement. And you believe that if I go to Harvard University, that every probability that I'm going to be successful. That's just it. There's every probability that if you are a doctor, you are going to come out the best. That's it. That's it, because they have increased their likelihood of achievement. They have increased it, and you are like, yeah, this is the best way to solve a problem. No. So you must find what they desire and how your problem will help them, not how your product will help them get it. Number two, you must increase your likelihood of achievement. You must tell them why you are the best person that will help them solve that problem. So number three is you must decrease their time to get what they want. If you say that, if someone comes to you and say, I want to see, and you say that the time my product will help you see, but it will take 10 years for you to start seeing again, probably the person will not buy. But if you say that my product will help you see and you start seeing in 2 days time, the person will buy. People love speed. That's why Amazon is investing so much in drones to help them to deliver speed. People love speed. That's the difference between Uber and public transport. When you enter an Uber, it doesn't decrease it doesn't necessarily decrease the distance, but it decreases the time. You can just order it from your house and sharp, the person is in your house to carry you. But when you are waiting for a public transport, you can wait for 1 hour and yet you haven't got car. I don't know for other countries, but in my country, Nigeria, that's how it is. So you must decrease their time that it will take them to achieve that thing. It must not take a long period of time. Are you getting it? So number one, number one is what is it again? I forgot so much. Number one is increase that you must understand their dream outcome and why your product is best fit that dream outcome. Number two is to increase their likelihood of achievement. You tell them why you're the best person to help them achieve what they want. And number three is you decrease their time and you get it that it takes to achieve that thing. And number four is that you decrease the sacrifices. You know that people are lazy. That's just it. Naturally, people are lazy. They don't want to do a lot of sacrifice. They don't want to do a lot of work. Are you getting it? So you must decrease the work it takes to achieve that thing. That's just it. You must decrease the work it takes. You say that the person who you want to help see and want to walk from Canada to USA so that they will be able to see. The effort is too much, the sacrifice is too much, so you must decrease the sacrifices. So to summarize this part, you have talked about why you should increase the prices. The reason is the two more important things to summarize part 3. There are two more reasons that you should increase your prices. Number one, it's help people pay attention. Number two, and it will help you deliver more value to your customers. And I talk about that you must not blindly charge for your product. That if you must charge for a product, you must offer them great values. And the 4 ways to create values, you must understand their dream outcome and why your product is the best to help them achieve that dream outcome. You must increase your likelihood of achievement. You must tell them why you're the best person to solve that problem. You must decrease their time. You must make sure that they see results in the shortest time possible. And you must decrease their sacrifice that they make, so they don't have to put a lot of work in that. Are you getting it? So the last part of this video is offer. It's your offer. That is part 4. You already know that. Now you already know that you need a market with high enough demand for your product or services. You understand? So that offer so much value that your clients will be able to say no to what you are offering, and they will be able to say that the price you are selling is too high or whatever. So It's time to finally create an offer. Now, mostly I know that throughout the rest of this video, I've asked how do I able to create an offer? How do I able to create a compelling offer that people would be able to say no? And this last part of this video will be able to teach you how to create a compelling offer for your product. Are you getting it? So the step one is that I need to write to. Please pardon me. Let me get my pen. So the step one is identify their dream outcome. I just explained this in part 1. Now let me explain it with this. Identify their dream outcome. Are you getting it now? Now imagine your customer avatar is asking you what their dream outcome they want. They're telling you what they want. Now there are many dream outcomes. Examples of dream outcome might be they want to make their first $1 million online, understand? They want a beautiful car, or understand, or they want to impress their friends with their new car. It could be anything. Now let's say that we are going to work with it. So let's say that their dream outcome is they want to make their first $1 million. That's the dream outcome. Make $1 million. Just write your own down. Make $1 million. That is their dream outcome. Now you have understood their dream outcome. The second part is that you find the problem. You understand? You find a problem that is preventing them from making $1,000. That is it. You now know that their main dream is to make $1 million. Now you find what is stopping them from making $1 million and why that is stopping them. There are many problems that have been stopping them from making $1 million. Are you getting it? Now let's say one of the problems is that they don't trust online courses. They don't trust online courses. That's number one. They don't trust online courses. It takes a lot of time. It takes 10 years to make $1 million. So it's very difficult to implement. This is the fourth thing that is stopping them. I'm just giving an illustration. Understand? This is the third thing that is stopping them from making $1 million. They don't trust online courses. Understand? When they pay, they don't believe that they get a lot of value. Number two, it's very hard to implement. And number three, it takes a lot of time to make that $1 million. Understand? So now that you have articulated the problem, step 3, create your solution. You create a solution to those problems that they have articulated. Let me say they don't trust online courses. You say that, you know what? Since you don't trust online courses, you will not pay me now. You'll be able to get it. You will be able to pay me immediately you start seeing results. Are you getting it now? I have solved that first problem. You will not pay me now. You'll be able to pay me immediately you start seeing results. That is the first problem that they encounter. They don't trust online courses to pay for. So you say that since you don't trust online courses, there's no problem. You don't pay me now. You pay me since immediately you start seeing results. Immediately you start making money. That is it. I have solved that problem. The second problem is that it's hard to implement. Well, you said it's hard to implement. Once you watch the video and you watch the courses, I will help you on things that will make the work easier for you. Let me say you don't have to post every day again. I'm just giving an instruction to understand. I will give you a manager that will manage your social media handles that will be able to help you post. It's hard to implement. I don't want to make content. You say no problem. I will make content for you. This is the solution to a problem. It's hard to implement. You find what makes that thing hard. They don't want to be posting online. You say since they don't want to post online, I will give you a manager that manages your social media. I'm just giving an instruction. You have managed that problem. Are you getting it now? They don't want to be making videos so that people will see their face. You said no problem. I will give you a hack on how to make faceless content. You have solved that problem. Are you getting it now? So the third problem is that it takes a lot of time. You said, you know what? If this thing takes more than 3 months, you get the next month for free and you won't pay me. If it takes more than 3 months to make $1 million, you don't pay me and you go home with all the bonuses. As easy as that. You create your compelling offer. Number one, understand what the dream outcome looks like. Are you getting it? I just did a practical work with you. Understand what the dream outcome looks like. Now, in this example, I imagine that the dream outcome is to make $1 million. Now, immediately you find that the dream outcome is to make $1 million. Now, articulate these problems that is preventing them from making that $1 million. Are you getting it? So the problems that is stopping them from making $1 million is that they don't trust online courses. They think that it's very hard to implement and it takes a lot of time. So now that you understand these problems, the next thing is create a solution to these problems. Are you getting it now? When you want to create a solution to this problem, let me say they don't trust online courses. You know, well, since you don't trust online courses, you think that you're going to be scammed. You know what? Don't pay me now. Pay me when immediately you start seeing results. You have solved that problem. And it's hard to implement. You know what? You don't post content on your social media. I give you a manager that handles all your social media handles. Good, you have solved that problem. They don't want to be making content so that people will start seeing their face. You know what? I'll give you a hack on how to be making faceless content on YouTube and Facebook and all of that. You have solved that problem. It takes a lot of time. You know what? If you don't get results within 3 months, you don't pay me again, and you still go home with all the bonus. As simple as that. Let me tell you, if I make this kind of offer to you now, I have this kind of problem. Would you buy? Would you buy? You have a problem that you don't trust courses. You have a problem that is hard to implement. You have a problem that it takes a lot of time. And I made this offer to you. You will probably buy. Because I have handled all your objections. I have handled all your problems. So that is just it. As simple as that. So, first one that you have listed their dream outcome. Second, part two, you have listed their problems. Part three, you have created a solution to their problem. Now, part five is how you deliver it. You said okay, they don't pay me for now. Okay, you say that it's hard to implement. Okay, you are going to hire it means that you are going to pay managers that will be handling. So you, let me tell you something, because I said you should need to make enough offers, or you need to make a efficient products. Doesn't mean you go and promise what you can't handle. When you promise what you can't handle, people will lose trust on you. You understand? There are some products that are easy to sell, but it's hard to deliver. Just pop out of my hand now. There are some products that are easy to sell and hard to deliver. Let me say you say to 1,000 people, and they say that it's hard to believe. It's hard to implement. You can't hire 1,000 managers to be managing 1,000 people's to be managing 1,000 people's social media. It's very, very difficult. Are you getting it? So make sure that your offer is not hard to handle, but you can make a video on how to help people make a faceless YouTube channel. It's very easy to deliver. So that is such it. Are you getting it? You understand? Find their dream outcome. Find the problem that's keeping them from achieving their dream outcome. Find a solution to it. Then you make that offer to them. As easy as that. You said that is just it. Are you getting it now? So that's the end of this video. So look out for my next video. My next video I will be sharing how to scale your business from